South Korea is pushing the peninsula to the brink of war. Ministers are to announce that universities in England will face cuts of about 6% in the next financial year. The universities' budgets will be reduced by up to £400 million, a year before they start receiving income from higher tuition fees paid by students. The government is to reverse plans to cut funding for school sports in England, after the idea was condemned by head teachers and leading athletes. The Education Secretary, Michael Gove, is expected to announce that he's found money to ensure that the school sports partnership scheme survives. The Chancellor, George Osborne, and the Business Secretary, Vince Cable, will meet senior officials from Britain's biggest banks this afternoon to try to persuade them to curb bonuses. Ministers have warned they could impose sanctions on the banks, including an extra tax, if they fail to show restraint. MPs have called for tighter controls on gun ownership because they say the current law is a mess. An inquiry by the Commons Home Affairs Committee, set up after the fatal shootings in Cumbria and Northumberland earlier this year, says criminals who are given short prison or suspended sentences should be stripped of gun licences.
It is 27 minutes to 8. Could we, indeed should we, block internet pornography? The government has said to be considering the option of forcing the service providers to block all access unless a user expressly asks for it. And the suit is co-chair of Safer Media, which campaigns for safer media, particularly for children. And Stuart Miles is editor of the media technology site PocketLink.com. They're both here. Good morning to you. Main suit, first of all, pornography has always been around, hasn't it? It's been around a long time. Your case is that it is accessible to young children in a way that just wasn't until quite recently.
That's right. The Witherspoon report states earlier this year when a host of academics came together and researchers said that pornography now is qualitatively and quantitatively different from any that's gone before in previous society because of the reality and the live streaming on the internet. And because of the accessibility in the home, and there's no embarrassment whatsoever, and obviously with the convergence of the media, that's getting more and more the case because we've got computers, we've got mobile phones, smartphones accessing the internet, we've got possibly stuff coming through onto TVs in the quite near future. And so it's really the fact that there's always been an issue of harm to some degree with pornography, which has been widely acknowledged, but now the accessibility and the quality, it's also much more violent than it used to be, mainstream pornography.
So what do you want to do?
We definitely feel that what the government is suggesting, which is to take some of the burden off parents, because up until this point, the government have been relying basically on parents and teachers. Parents have been saying, actually, with the best will in the world, this is a really difficult problem to deal with. And even if I actually make sure my own child's not actually able to access this material, then very often the kids they're mixing with have. And if the sort of mental health damage that we're talking about, experts are talking about, is occurring, then it's actually going to be tainting a whole generation, even if you manage with your own children. Anyway, to go back to actually get it at source, so it's not coming down into your computer to such an extent.
Stuart Miles, is that practical?
Not really. It's a lovely idea and a lovely notion that, we should protect our children, and I'm all for that. But actually monitoring that and policing that is an incredibly difficult thing to do.
We do it with child pornography, don't we? Also, the internet providers.
That's problematic because it's a very specific type of pornography. There is, to try and block certain sites, and a great example of this is not pornography. So WikiLeaks, which obviously has been in the news at the moment, that got shut down by their host providers, the people that allow their site the server, said that they couldn't have it on there. They moved it to another server and another thing, and it kept on working for a lot bit longer. And then that got shut down and it moved somewhere else. The problem is that there are so many sites, and he went for an option which the people that monitor the names go for it. One thing to do is just Doctrine-elect domain, where you could actually say, right, if anything's a Doctrine-elect, so we can easily pick it and move it. But it's very hard to do because sites are all over the place. Where do you limit it? Who decides whether it's healthy pornography? What is bad pornography?
Who does decide which?
Well, a lot of academics, but something more to help. The other thing is that
illustrative, might be.
Well, we're taking the view of experts of some degree, type or another, on lots and lots of issues. I mean, already, for instance, films, you're taking the view of experts in the British Board of Film Classification, so there's no difference there. On smoking, we've accepted the views of a whole lot of medical professionals, so I don't think there's any issue there. I think the whole point is that however technically difficult this is, we have not looked very closely and carefully and in a prolonged way at controlling it and finding out what the technical issues are.
For somebody who isn't a parent of young children, I mean, you were, I mean, this is why you set this up, isn't it? Just talk about some of the difficulties that you've faced and what you've been able to do.
Well, when we started, Pippa Smith and I started when we all had 7 children between us, most of whom were teenagers in about 2000, and we kept saying to the government, look, there's stuff we don't think ought to be in the media circulating at all. For instance, with the internet, you look at filters, no filter is really 100%